Badboydolls, BBD. Bow, 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 bow. So, new year, new me. Yeah. I'm trying to switch it up this year. Normally, my videos be recorded on 2x and I be speeding everything up. But this year, we're going to slow it down because I got Joss. Yes, I got Joss. Girl of the Year 2000. Y'all know which year it is. I don't remember. Is it 21? I want to say 21 because I think 2022 was Corinne, 2023 was Covey, 2024 was Lila, 2025 was Summer, and 2026 is Raquel, right? I'm going to say 2021. Okay, yeah. Or was it 2020? I don't know. Yeah, but pretty much I got her from the Goodwill. I don't know if you can see her little face up. She got a couple markings on her face. She has like blue dye on her hair and kind of like on her collar. Yeah, she was like a little bit down bad when I got her, and like she just needed the fix up of a lifetime. And so luckily for her, she's in perfect hands. I'm gonna be able to do all of that for her, fingernails included. And I'm a little excited. I am to kind of get her all done and set up. But I thought this would also be the perfect time to kind of catch up with you guys too. Look at them nails. Look at them toenails. Like, who be painting their dolls' toenails, fingernails? Go buy the stickers. Go buy the stickers. But like I said, I think it'll be a really nice time to kind of catch up with you guys, kind of talk about what's been going on in the AG world recently. There's a lot of really new and exciting things coming out, Joss aside, okay? But they might be using her face mold apparently. Who knows? But yeah, let's get into it while we kind of restore Joss in the background, right? Yeah, Joss is excited. I'm excited too. I did get a few more packages this day, but I think I'm not gonna show you those. I think we're gonna save that for another video, right? Yeah, let's save that because you're not ready. So let's move over to the sink. You know what happens at the sink? We normally get our start on washing the dolls' hair, and I want you to pay close attention to the sink because at a certain point there is like blue. There's blue in the sink. I don't know what they put in that doll's hair, but there's blue in the sink. You know, I always start off by taping my doll's eyes off because that's just the perfect way to get them started. I like to wrap a towel around them, hang them off the side of the sink, and get going. Yes, I don't use anything complicated. I don't know if I've ever said this. I use dish detergent. That is it. I don't use nothing else on my doll's hair. I use dish detergent, and after that, I go to it with my flat iron. I don't need all these extra fancy products. I don't believe shampoo and conditioner do anything to plastic hair because it's plastic. And look at that sink. You see the sink? Oh my gosh, the blue. Oh my God, it's so nasty. What did they put in that doll's hair? You know, I should start wearing gloves when I do this. I should. But now that we got past the nasty part, let's get into it. So recently, the K-pop Demon Hunters came out on the American Girl website, and apparently it took the community by storm. There's been a lot of hearsay going around. Some people saying, oh, that they feel like they're not American or that they are like Asian dolls that should not be included in the lineup. And I'm here to let you know I'm not one of those people. And if that's what you support, well, you can go ahead and unsubscribe, okay? But if you do feel like that's not what you support, you can go ahead and subscribe to Badboydolls BBD. Thank you. Thank you so much. And that being said, also, I personally think that the K-pop Demon Hunter dolls are actually really, really good additions to the American Girl like lineup. I don't know if it's me. Maybe I have a different opinion, and maybe I'll just punch in that little video on the side so y'all can see what I'm talking about. But I feel like they were done very, very good. So let's get into them. So firstly, we have Rumi, who after much thought, I think I might end up getting because I heard that Rumi is supposed to have like the, I guess like the demon label. I forgot exactly what they called it inside of the movie, but she's going to have like an iridescent kind of painting on her arms, which is supposed to represent like the demon markings, I believe, which I think is actually really, really dope. And I don't know, she kind of moved herself up to the top of my list after I heard that. I mean, the other girls are very creative, but I don't know. I think Rumi's really cool for that. Like, then there's Mira. Now, of all three of them, I don't know. Mira's kind of the one that I'm like, you know, I think she's cute. Don't get me wrong. Is she my favorite? No, not really. I think the pink hair is, you know, pretty regular. But I will say in the movie as well, I did think that she didn't really do it for me. So I think that's why I translate it as a doll. It's kind of the same. But if I'm going to get two, I feel like I should get three. So I'm a little bit on edge. I do think her costume is very nice. I love her graphic tee because we don't normally get graphic tees from American Girl. The skirt is a recolor from the other long hair looks doll. So I don't know. I think she's a recycled doll, but I do think she's nice nonetheless. Then there's also Zoe. Now, hear me out. Am I going to click Zoe? I am going to click Zoe. There we go. I think Zoe came out fantastic. I love Zoe's hairstyle. I think Zoe's swords are really cool. I love her shoes. I love her top. I think that of all three of the outfits, hers is the kind of like most like I want to say complicated kind of put together. So I'm really excited about that. A lot of people are complaining about the printed on zippers. You guys, zippers are expensive. Like, the doll's already 165 and y'all are complaining, and we normally don't get this much detail. Like, if they put any more detail, it's gonna be more money. Just take what you can get and don't get upset sometimes. Like, the doll market is changing, and we as a community need to come to that understanding, because these are actually very well done. And that's coming from like a fashion point, in like a fashion point of view, because I work in the fashion industry, and I'll tell you right now that fashion is expensive. It is not cheap to buy these little accessories. So the things that they put together were actually really, really well. But that aside, I think that they came out pretty good. To catch you guys back up on Joss, what I'm doing right now is I'm pretty much taking off her body, because as you can see, she has all these little stains and stuff on them. So I'm taking my Bad Bunny baby, and I'm gonna pretty much donate my Bad Bunny baby body to Joss for the moment while I pretty much wash her body. So I'm just going to give her a nice wash inside of the sink. Then after I give her a wash in the sink, I'm going to give her a wash in the wash machine. Not one, but two actually, because I tried to get them stains off and they was not trying to come off, you guys. So I had to wash her twice, aka 3 times. She been washed a lot. And then I also sprayed some spray and wash on it because I thought it would help to get those stains out. Did it? Kind of. Not really. I mean, in the end, they are a lot lighter. I couldn't get that light stain off her front, like off the front of her shirt. And I did also have to go back in with a magic marker or the Tide pen to really like get like her body to be like clean. Like me and Josh's body went through it, but I didn't get any of that recorded, so I thought I should tell you. As you can see, here I am right now pretty much unstuffing it and prepping it to be put aside into the washing machine. And then here I am also taking my Bad Bunny baby's body off, who I found out was stained from the red pajamas. And that was a little upsetting, honestly, but he's a baby. It doesn't make a difference. I mean, like, or is she a baby? Is the baby, are bitty babies girls or boys? I don't really know. Well, my baby's a baby. So, yeah, my baby is stained red, and I thought that was a little upsetting. But at the same time, who cares? Like, it's just a baby. It's a weird-looking baby at that. He has an American Girl doll body, or they have an American Girl doll body. Whatever. But that aside, let's get into the next leak that I heard about, which is the American Girls being modernified. Let me add that in. Well, those actually aren't on the website. Well, that did not age well, because they are on the website now and they are not good. Crazy. Before I did see them, though, I was gonna talk about the Carly Cushney outfits and how, pretty much how I hope that they were pulling elements from these outfits and pretty much modernifying them into these newer 18-inch looks. But then the 14-inch dolls dropped, and if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I think I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, and I'm gonna actually compare these Carly Cushney looks with the 14-inch looks, and just pretty much tell you which one I would actually like to see for the 18-inch doll if it were to be reproduced. Now, before we get into it, we do have to, and I have to say jump scare, look at these 14-inch dolls again. Not gonna hold you, the eyes are creepy. They are creepy. So I'm sorry if you were a little scared, but these are the 14-inch dolls. You've heard about them. Nobody really cares for them. They like Addie. They like Josefina. I think I'm the only person who likes Samantha. Everybody else isn't really feeling them. I have been hearing people turn around for Molly a little bit more, like they kind of do like her look a little bit more. And also have been hearing that some people like Felicity's pants, but not everybody. But nonetheless, I have my own opinions, and I'm going to stick to what I say. I like Felicity's kind of look. I just don't think it works for Felicity. I don't like Molly's look, and I don't like Kirsten's look, but I think the other girls actually do look fairly well. That being said, now, if I had to decide if I was getting the 14-inch look or the 18-inch look, now, as far as Molly goes, this is a hard one because I do not like Molly's 18-inch look for the Carly Cushney, and I also do not like Molly's 14-inch look for the Molly doll. So if I had to, I would go with the 18-inch outfit with the 14-inch accessories. So I think I would probably go like 18-inch like romper kind of look with the little baggie from the 14-inch doll, the shoes from the 14-inch doll, and maybe even the hat from the 14-inch doll. I would like braids, but honestly at this point I would like the braids in pigtails. Like, I want the 14-inch doll's hair into 2 pigtails, And I think that would be really, really cute to kind of modernify her. I don't want the bangs. Everybody said bangs, bangs. I feel like Samantha is my bang girl. Like, Molly don't need bangs too. Now, Samantha, oh my gosh, we were just talking about you. So, if I had to pick between these two, I'm going to stand firm on my beliefs. And I'm going to tell you that I would have to go with the 14-inch Samantha look as an 18-inch doll look. I think that this will translate so well into an 18-inch doll outfit. And me personally, and this might just be me, I feel like the Samantha look that Carly Cushney did, it's not bad, but to me it doesn't translate as Samantha. I do think that the pattern does a good job of, hosting Samantha's colors, but I do think overall I would probably like to see, Samantha in this newer look. I really do. And then also, I might swap out the accessories on the Carly Cushney Samantha, so maybe like the shoes, the necklace, and the hairband. I don't know. Now, when it comes to Kirsten, I'm getting rid of this 14-inch doll look, okay? I think, once again, I'm kind of the same space that I was before, where it's like, I kind of want the Kirsten outfit with the 14-inch accessories, because I think the 14-inch accessories were done very well and very tastefully. And for this one also, hear me out, I don't want the hat. I don't want the hat. I don't want the hat at all. I would rather her hair all be down, just bust down middle part for Kirsten. I think she could pull it off really nicely. Maybe if we have to do a bang, we could do like the little flippy bang, the new bang that they've been doing, but I wouldn't want the classic bang. I feel like the classic bang would be too much. I wanted to be a little bit more modernified, obviously. So, and then also, accessories, I do want the red shoes, the socks, the bag, I did say that, and the skirt. Oh, Addie, here we go. So, for Addie, this one is hard. Like, I do like the Carly Cushney outfit. I don't really care so much for the 14-inch outfit on this one. I feel like I would like to see the Carly Cushney outfit on this one as an 18-inch doll look with the, once again, I guess, smaller Addie accessories. The only thing that I am going to be so honest with you about, I don't think I want this bag. I'd rather her have like a crossbody bag or something. I know that her bag, her little satchel is obviously like, a part of her, but I think since we're doing modern, we can do like a crossbody for Addie. It's okay if she doesn't hold her bag in her hand. It'll be nice to see her just sling it over her shoulder and maybe use like, okay, hear me out, use the ribbon from her hat as, her like sling for her bag. I think that'd be cute. But then as far as Josefina goes, now, Carly, you designed some really good outfits for these other girls, but I did not like the Josefina one. I didn't. I just feel like it was just too plain. Like, I don't know. I do think that the 14-inch look for Josefina would translate very well into an 18-inch doll look. So I would have to say for this one, I'm probably going to go ahead and pick that one. I think that on Josefina, this would look really nice. Braided and everything. Yeah, like, I want to say accessories, but I feel like the accessories are pretty much the same. And I wouldn't even go for the shoes on the Carly Cushney because I love the boots on the Josefina. I really think I am going to get Josefina, Addie, and Samantha when it comes to these 14-inch dolls. But I haven't really decided just yet, and I don't want to pre-order. I would actually like to see them in person before I buy them. Like, this is one of those you got to go to the store and pick it out. So, yeah. But as far as this goes, I would definitely like to see the Josefina, like, 14-inch doll look on an 18-inch doll. I think that would look really nice. Now, this one is a little bit hard, Felicity, because I do like Felicity's 14-inch look, but I feel like as far as Felicity translates, I don't think that it works very well for Felicity as a character. But for the Carly Cushney look, I do like the look, but once again, I kind of am torn in that same space, so I feel like it don't really translate as Felicity. Now, I do think that the crown would be a really nice addition to this, like, look if we were going to do, like, an 18-inch look. I think the crown would be nice. My gosh, do I want the dress or do I want the pants and the shirt? Okay, I'm gonna go pants and shirt with the crown, with the flower crown, and maybe the flower shoes, because I've heard a lot of people don't really care for the boots. And maybe let's just scrap the bows. And I think with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this whole like how I feel about these looks. So that would be my 18-inch doll look, honestly. Damn.
That being said, in the back, I am still here, you guys, with Miss Joss. I'm just giving her some curls with my big curler because I want her hair to look absolutely flawless. I want her to look windswept like she does in her ads. So I'm just going ahead giving her some big curls. And normally for my big curls, you know me, I would put them up. I would curl them and pin them. But for Joss specifically, her hair does not have that pin curl tight look. It's more so a like wavy, like effortless, like windswept kind of look. So I was really going for more so that. So I'm just trying to, like let them drop a little bit and,
give her the vibe that her original doll has, but just a little bit more prim, a little bit more perfect. Like I've been saying in all my videos, I'm going for this perfect, refined look with all of my dolls, and I'm just trying to make it happen for all of them. When I get a doll, I want her to look as perfect as possible, and that's what I'm looking for. Um, so yeah, that's what I've been working on, and as you can see, I think she looks pretty good so far. I think once you see it, once it's all finished, that'll be really, really good inside of the end. Um, that aside, I think that was most of the like rumors and stuff for like, new stuff that I've gotten from AG. Oh, the last thing was Jasmine. Jasmine came out recently. Let me go ahead and post Jasmine up here too. One second. So, I think I'm a little bit more controversial when it comes to this new Jasmine. Me personally, not a fan of the redesign. I think we have extremely too many Josefinas. I know they sell. I know they did it only because everybody buys Josefina. But personally, I don't really think we needed another one. Like, that's just me. I'd rather y'all just not make her and just leave the collector girl. Like, I think that would have been a better idea. I mean, I'm happy people are going to be able to access her now. But me personally, I think changing her look from her original look is just not a good idea. I think if anything, they should have did the old Sonali mold. I think that would have been better. And then I do like her new outfit. Now, me personally, I already have the collector one, so I'm probably not going to get the new one. I'm probably just going to end up purchasing the second outfit. That's if I get anything from the Jasmine line. Like I said, I have the original Jasmine, so I feel like buying another Jasmine feels a little mundane, especially since they're just like changing little things about her. The only thing that does excite me about the newer Jasmine, like from 100% honesty, is her earrings. I think that they should have given the original Jasmine those earrings, and then they should have given this Jasmine the hoop earrings. Obviously Disney went in there and Mattel went in there and changed a couple things, but me personally, I'm a little bit more so upset about it. I don't think it was a good idea, and I hope she sits on the shelves like the last one did, realistically. Like, that's just me. I hate to be a hater, but that's just really how the story goes. And as you can see, I finished Joss's hair. I think Joss's hair came out really, really, really nice. Like, I think that it's super duper fluffy and very, very nice. I'm very excited to how it came out. I do need to pick out an outfit for her. I have been in this era too. I'm in so many eras, but like I'm in this era where I am making everybody pajamas. So maybe I'll make her a pair of pajamas. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make her a pair of pajamas. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. 1 second. I think this is one of those catch-up videos that just did not pan out the way that I wanted it to. But nonetheless, I did not end up making her pajamas. It was the next doll that I did that I think I started doing more pajamas on. Like, I actually solid made her a pair of pajamas. But for Josh specifically, I did not make her a pair of pajamas. So instead, I'm gonna pick her out an outfit, and I actually let her sit on the shelf a little bit. She didn't have clothes on for a couple days, and then I went back and I started dressing her. So here I am today, just like fixing her up, getting her hair ready so that I can put her on the shelf and she can look like somebody's doll who like is actually owned by someone and not just like a random stander buying Goodwill. So yeah, but while I do that, we can go ahead and talk about the toy fair that American Girl attended, which, don't quote me, but American Girl normally does not go to Toy Fair. Am I like wrong about that? I don't really remember them going last year. Although I remember last year wasn't that big of a deal. Like, I feel like last year's Toy Fair wasn't like a big thing, or like the year before, because I know we were like kind of coming out of COVID. So Toy Fair hasn't really been a big thing recently. So I guess, this year they must be trying to push it more. So I guess they did go. Now, at the Toy Fair, I personally did not go. I want to make that clear. I did not go to the Toy Fair. I'm not one of those kind of influencers. I wish I was. Hey, if y'all follow me, like me, share me, and subscribe me, maybe one day. But as of right now, I was not in attendance at Toy Fair, but I did get to see a lot of the photos like everybody else did. And I'm just going to share a little bit of what I've heard and like what's been going on about Toy Fair. Catch up, that's what we're doing. So, apparently, as far as Toy Fair goes, they brought a couple classics. They brought Ariel, who was there. They brought Moana, who got a toddy, which I did not know. I think that's really cool. I have Moana. I'm gonna make sure I keep her in a box really safe because she got a toddy. And then also they brought Jasmine, the new Jasmine, not the old Jasmine. I already told you I'm not a big fan of the new Jasmine. I'm more so the old Jasmine. But that is also besides the point. What I am a little bit disappointed in, and let me say this before I kind of get into what else they brought, because we're also going to talk about the modern era dolls again. Oh my god, I'm so tired of talking about them. But I am upset that they did not bring the K-pop Demon Hunter girls to Toy Fair. Like, can we really get into it? Like, y'all want us to make this big purchase all the way out in, I guess, oh, well, you want me to make it today for November, but we can't even get like a real life envision or like a real life look of what they look like. Like, I'm really interested in seeing like this arm painting that Rumi has, I guess her demon huntrix or whatever. And I'm really so interested in seeing what it looks like because there are no pictures of it online. Like, it's just literally written in there. And like, I do love a good surprise, don't get me wrong, but it will be nice to see it in person. And I just hate that they did not bring them. Like, even if they would have just brought prototypes, I think it would have been good to see the product in person. But it feels like, American Girl kind of rushed this, or maybe this is it, because if this is all that we're getting from Toy Fair, I'm not gonna hold you, this year's Toy Fair was a little disappointing, and maybe that's just me feeling that way. I can't speak for everybody else, but I feel like this year's Toy Fair was a little bit disappointing. Like, I would have even liked it if they would have brought just like, a fake little like girl of 2027 and like she was behind like a black box or something and you could see that. Like, I feel like that would have been exciting. They just showed us these modern era girls that nobody liked, and then that was it. Like, we didn't get the Huntrix, we didn't get a surprise sneak peek at one of the holiday girls, or like we got the bare minimum. It feels like, to me personally, I cannot speak for everybody, but to me it feels like we got the bare minimum. I don't know, I'm just not really a fan. I'm happy I was not invited personally, but although I would love to be invited, I feel like if I would have been invited this year, I would have been a little controversial on my take, because it's like, what do you mean you didn't bring the Huntrix girls? Like, are they getting second outfits? Like, y'all didn't bring, they're not even in the building. And I feel like, maybe it was just like, a K-pop Demon Hunter free zone and nobody brought them, but I just feel like, I don't think so, because I'm pretty sure I've seen pictures of them at Toy Fair. I don't know. I just think that was really disappointing. I feel like they should have been there. Like, I really feel like the K-pop Demon Hunter girls should have been there. Like, it just would have made sense to see them all in person, so that at least the creators would have been able to get a couple pictures and like really give us a feel for them. Instead, we got the modern era girls, which, like, oh my God, I'm pretty sure they thought we're gonna do amazing, but did not. Before I rant on and on about that for another 5 to 10 minutes, I'm just going to say that they also came out with the Polly Pocket set, and they also came out with Little People, which honestly didn't really impress me, but I think that's really all I have to say about Toy Fair, honestly, because this is why I love like the keeping up videos or the catch up videos, because more stuff came out. Yes, like while I'm recording this, so this is so cool. They also came out with new outfits. These are my top 4. So my top 4 are obviously this aquamarine one, because March is my month and I just love it. Like, it's so cute. The green one I think is just very, very cutesy. The flower details are amazing. I love the silver for the diamond. I love the stars on the jacket. Such a good take. And I think this one is the Gemini jacket. Such an adorable look. I think these 4 to me specifically I like because they are really nice separates. I feel like you can use them in more than just one outfit. They pair and they kind of go differently with like little different things. So these would be my top 4. I really, really love the belt that comes with the March outfit. I love the little tank top that comes with the green outfit. Like I said, I love this jacket. And I just think, I don't know, this like Gemini look is just very, very like, it's kind of plain, but it's very cute. And I think that's why I like it. I think a big thing for me is always seeing like what I can put not only on my girl dolls, but also on my boy dolls. And I feel like these kind of have those kind of pieces. So I'm really, 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 really in love with these. They did come out with some more. I'm going to show you the top 4, then I'm going to show you my middle 4, and then show you like my last 4. So as that story goes, this right here, I guess would be my top 4. And then let me show you the middle 4, which should be popping up pretty soon. Give me a second. There we go. So yes, these are the middle 4. Now, I'm not saying that these are bad. I just feel like I was a little bit indifferent. Not gonna lie, I'm not really a big red person, but I do think that the red looks are very, very well done. Especially this first one. I love this dress. I love this dress. I'm normally not a dress person whatsoever, but I do think that this dress is done very well. I love the shoes and the fur jacket. This is definitely an aesthetic, and I can definitely tell that they're channeling it. Also, this second red look is another one. Like, they're channeling it very, very well. I love the little floral on like the shirt. The hearts on the shirt. And I love that it has like that puffy sleeve. It comes with a romper. It's a very, very nice look. I think they did a very good job putting that one together. The blue one I think is kind of sporty, which I always love a little sporty look. And I love the color blue because I don't really like the other blue look. And then the purple. Now, this would have been in the bottom, but honestly, there's a few more I didn't really care for. But I think of those, this was the best one. I do not mind the purple hair streak. And I think the skirt is really cute. And I love those boots. And I think the shirt will pair with other pieces very, very well. So that's why this one is here. But now for these bottom 4, not gonna lie, to start with the green, I like the jacket, but I feel like the under 2 pieces are a little bit underwhelming. They spent so much money on the jacket that they didn't really pay attention to the last 2 pieces. Like, personally, I probably would have liked the skirt instead of shorts. I think the shoes are cute, even though they are a recolor, but I do think they are cute nonetheless. This little, like, colorful dress really reminds me of the Trolls collab. I don't know if you guys remember it, but they either had, like, a dress kind of like it, or, like, maybe the pajamas had the pattern. It just reminds me of that so much, and I don't like it. This blue one, I just think that overall the pattern is not good. Like, it needs to kind of be reshaped a little bit. Like, the fringes are cute, but I just don't think that this went together. And also, like, that neckline of it is not flattering. I feel like on a doll, it's not really going to look well, or at least on the doll, if they have a picture on it, doesn't look well. The jacket is cute, but yeah. And then the gold, don't get me wrong, I think this is cute. It is very much Y2K. I'm just not really a fan, honestly. That's just my personal take. I do think it is still cute, though. Do not get me wrong. So that's just kind of how I feel about these new looks. I'm not saying that any of them are bad. I actually think that they all might do really well, because that first, like, batch of outfits, some of them were really great, and then some of them were just like, yeesh. So I am happy that they're coming out with new items. Like, there's so much new stuff coming down the pipeline. I love that the outfits are actually in store versus a lot of the other things that are just, like, on their way or coming. So I'm happy that they're actually, you know, actually producing stuff now versus, like, whatever they were doing before. It's good to see AG kind of, like, giving us something that we'll actually enjoy. I hope the outfits do well, because I did enjoy the last version of them. I got the pink one. So, yeah, that's mostly that. If you guys made it this far inside the video, I hope you already liked. I hope you already commented something. I hope you already, like, subscribed at this point. Like, come on, you're already here. It was really fun chatting with you guys. And as I said before, I love these catch-up videos because, like, I work on them over time. It's almost like a project, like a PowerPoint that you work on the beginning of the semester, but you finish at the end. And I just think it's so much fun because I can kind of give you my opinion from the beginning all the way out to the end. So I hope you really did enjoy these, because I kind of made them as they went. So I can't wait to see you inside the next video. Hopefully it comes sooner than we think. Yeah. All right. Bye.